I'd like to call to order the Planning Commission meeting for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. Lydia, we call roll, please.
Chair Westerland.
Here.
Vice Chair Dillard Rousseau. Secretary Copeland.
Here.
Mr. Campbell.
Here.
Miss Erickson.
Here.
Mr. Lucas. Miss Harper.
Here.
Mr. Trust.
Here.
And Mr. Ross.
Here.
Perfect, we have a quorum.
Okay, seeing that we have 2 members absent, I'd like to have a motion to excuse those absent.
Motion.
Motion to approve their absence. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We have an agenda in front of us. If it looks all in order, I'd look for a motion to approve the agenda.
Chair Westerland, I make a motion to approve the agenda as published.
Fantastic. I have a motion from Jared. Second?
Second.
Second by Ashley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have the minutes before us from the September 24th, 2025 regular Planning Commission meeting. Hopefully everybody had a chance to review those. Are there any comments? If there are none, I'd be open for a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the September 24th, 2025 regular Planning Commission meeting minutes as published.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ashley. Do you have a second?
Second.
Second by Jeff. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, on to item number 5, public comments on non-agenda items. Is there anybody here from the public to speak on anything that's, have any items that they want to discuss? Seeing none. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not
Not yet.
Yeah,
You're fine. You're not. Yeah,
You're an agenda,
fine.
you're an agenda item, so you're okay.
You're
Nope, you're okay. So, seeing none, we'll move on to number 6, old business. Old business, we have none, unless there's any surprises in Susie?
Nope.
All right, moving right along to new business. So, I have new business item 7A, Planning Commission case 25-11-01, sign permit for 15590 West 13 Mile Road, Dollface.
Dollface, yes. Speaking of new businesses, we have a new business.
Fantastic.
So this is Nicole. She's with Dollface. She will tell us a little bit more about her business. But she is locating in our kind of like secondary business district over there at the corner of Greenfield and 13 Mile Road in this little plaza here, highlighted in the red. And she is seeking to install this sign. Oh, wait. Where's my-
It looks way pretty.
It's really a nice looking sign. I just,
It really is. So it's only the white part that is lit.
So I was gonna say, Susie, do you have more to give us as an intro on this, or we can go to
This,
the actual-
we can start going through the review. I mean, really, the sign is compliant with the standards. It is backlit. It complies with the limited number, or the limited color palette, and is overall compliant with our standards.
Okay. Brian, I know you put together a review of this. Do you have anything to add?
I don't. I couldn't have said it better myself, Mr. Chair. We did review it, and the sign does comply with all aspects of your sign ordinance.
Okay, so the proponent is here, so if you'd like to come up to the podium and tell us a little bit about your sign, please give us your name up there. And thank you.
I know this is really good with public speaking, but I do really good at my job, so. I love art. I've been for 6 years a nurse injector. I've worked for other people, and I finally saved enough money to open my own place. Sorry, I'm gonna get a little emotional, but, so I built out the whole space. I did all the renovations myself, and I, like, specifically, a lot of people think injections, they think like crazy, like Simon Cowell when his eyebrow was all crazy, but I specialize in like kind of using our body's own healing mechanisms, so like PRF, PRP, as well as biostimulators, but I do neurotoxins and filler as well. And I do IVs and facials.
Perfect.
Fantastic. So you're a new business and you're looking to applying for this sign to be erected in front of your front door.
Yes.
Fantastic. I will bring it back to the table. Any commissioners have any questions for either the applicant, Susie or Brian? If not, I'd look for any discussion you'd like to have or a motion.
Motion to approve PC case 25-11-01 sign permit for the installation of a 30-foot square sign at 15590 West 13 Mile Road, the Dollface business.
Fantastic. So I have a motion by Jeff. Do I have a second?
Second.
Andrew, thank you. Roll call, please, Lydia.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Trust?
Yes.
Ms. Harper?
Yes.
Ms. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
Secretary Copeland?
Yes.
And Chair Westerland.
Yes. So you've been approved for your sign permit. You can see that, and welcome to the community, and good success on your business.
Thank you guys so much, and of course, like, facials, using this stuff. I know I'm super nervous, it's such a fun day, and this stuff is so important to me, so.
Congratulations.
Thank you
luck.
very much.
Congratulations. I'll follow up with you tomorrow.
These are good, like, happy.
Oh. Go celebrate.
Great night.
Thank you, you
Thank
too.
you. All right, coming on to item 7B, Planning Commission Case 25-11-02, sign permit for 31535 Southfield Road, Paddle and Par. Susie?
I feel like you may have seen this before.
I haven't. I wasn't here.
Oh, well, this, we've certainly seen Carl before. So they are, right? So Paddle and Par was here in August for the installation of some additional signs. I really should have zoomed in a little bit more. So this is already installed, but it's just installed a little bit lower. And, you know, it's one of the quirks of our ordinance. We really don't have any mechanism for me to approve anything administratively. So shortly after they received approval in August, they asked if they could move it up. The original plan showed it at 16 feet above grade, and again, it's specifically within this rough cut stone band. So they're requesting to move the sign up just a little bit, and I'm sure Carl can maybe answer some other questions that you all may have in terms of the rationale and desire for that, but it's really just a relocation of a sign.
Okay, before we go there, Brian, I see you had some comments. Brian, would you like to add anything?
Just, again, very similar. This was approved a couple of months back. The sign remains compliant by simply relocating it a little bit higher. There are no ordinance issues. And then just a reminder, the fact that this is actually I think it's their third wall sign, but they did obtain a variance previously for installation of that third wall sign. So this is consistent with both the ordinance as well as the ZBA approval that was granted.
Okay, appreciate that. Thank you. Applicant, tell us your name and tell us a little bit about your sign.
So my name's Carl Mary. I'm representing Neil Check, owner of Paddle and Par. And the signage is acrylic letters, 1/2 inch thick or 1 inch thick. I can't remember off the top of my head. Very similar to what you have up there. And they're installed we installed it over what looks to be a soldier course of textured brick. A couple of things that didn't work out, we feel, that Neil was very concerned about. Number one, at certain times of the day, and that's an dead east-facing elevation, and when the sun is at various declinations, it casts very long shadows because of that brick, and it makes it vibrate and look illegible. So that's one. The primary concern that he had is from the roadway. The vegetation, the trees that are there actually block your view, believe it or not. From the distance back, you really can't read the letters. They're somewhat skewed. So raising it up, we think, will heal both of those issues. To be able to go flush to the smooth block, and then also the increase in the height will take it to be more visible.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll bring it back to the commission. Are there any questions of the applicant, Susie or Brian? Now, I know that a majority of you were here during, or some of you were here during the August meeting, and there was discussion. So I don't know if there's any further discussion that you want to express for those who weren't?
Sure, Mr. Chair, if I may.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So I was here during the July meeting when this was approved, and I think a large part of my memory and my position, a large part of the approval and having the extra signage that normally wouldn't be allowed was because of the blank space and how big it was. I think another part of it was that the lettering and the add-on, it was in line with that, the black.
With the awning?
Yes, that comes out. It was in line. It flowed across nicely. And that, I think that was a consideration, at least on my end, when we discussed that last time. And then I guess I do have a question for the applicant. I've driven by many times, and I've always been able to see the new signage and the lettering from the roadway. I've never thought it looked obscured.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, it's not completely obscured, but it's like a picket fence. And then when you combine it with that, with the shadows that are cast, you know, as you're getting towards the, you know, at least in September, between 11 and 1, it was really thick and hard to see because of the shadows that were being cast.
And what shadows specifically from the letters?
So because of the textured brick block that's in that soldier course, it stands the letters off because it's an uneven surface. So in some instances, it stands off about a half an inch. And that's enough gap to start casting shadows on those letters. So it is pronounced.
And if I may interject here, are you saying that moving it up would remove some of the shadows of the
it'll
brick?
it'll be flush to
Is
the wall.
The texture is still there, though, correct?
Well, the texture is not above, where that is depicted currently in this rendering, it's
kinda
off
see
of
it.
that textured soldier course.
So the textured band is essentially here, right? So above and below that textured band, and if you can just imagine this line drawn out through this, it's about the same dimensions as the textured area. Above and below is smooth.
Okay. Do you have any pictures of the shadow or
I do
images
not.
that different than this? Because I'm having a hard time, likewise, imagining something being blocked. I too drive on that road, and I've always been able to see the sign.
So-
Paddle and Par is very vibrant and backlit. I know this is not, but this is additional signage to
It is.
the other.
It is, and, you know, the additional signage was requested because I think it needed to be identified more so for advertising purposes so that the general public didn't think it was an exclusive club, which was one of the issues, because it's also a restaurant that you don't have to be a member, you can walk in. And that was part of some of the opening struggles that were not foreseen during the planning, and hence the need for additional signage. That was part of the reason. If you look at the greenery that's depicted there, that actually isn't there, but there are trees exactly like that, not trees, shrubbery, if you will. The planter that's next to the sidewalk, those are evergreen, they stay evergreen all year, and the tops of those do impede your visibility, especially from the southbound. I've driven by a few times to check that, because Neil expressed a concern about that, and I said, well, I'll go look at it. And sure enough, I drove by it a few times. I mean, it's not completely blocked, mind you.
Do you have a photograph of that?
I do not.
I guess nothing about the signage either, just a hint on your point about exclusivity denotes that it's available to the public.
Yeah, it's a club that, you know, has pickleball courts and golf simulator, but there's also a quality restaurant there, and you don't have to be a member to be there, but unfortunately, what they found out when they opened their doors is that people would walk in and say, oh, I can't eat here, I have to be a member. It has that feel to it, because it is a sports club, but you don't have to be a member to use a restaurant, and that's not really expressed, so that they wanted to add the tagline there so that people could see that there's more than just a pickleball or golf court services there. That was originally approved in the past ZBA, in the past meeting.
So if I may, I would go back to the application, the mounting of the letters. So are those, I envision them to have standoffs.
Yes,
And so
they
they have
do.
standoffs on the split face. But then when if they were to be applied to the smooth face brick, would they not have standoffs?
We're going to go flush.
You would flush mount
We're
those?
going to go flush mount, yeah.
So you're saying it kind of looks like this?
That's on standoffs. It
Well,
has-
that's what I'm saying,
yeah.
against like the,
So some of the letters have standoffs currently because the uneven surface, so instead of leaving an air gap there, there's an acrylic sheath, if you will, over the rod. But where it's high on the brick, it goes directly flush to it because it's an uneven surface.
Well, I see I'm not being part of the conversation, but I see the appeal that probably is garnering the discussion of aligning with the little bit of that aesthetic canopy, the accent canopy that runs across there.
Here, let me,
But, I'm looking for, for those who are here, looking for.
I would just say it aligns with the current lettering, though, that's already there, so it's.
would you like
So
me
the
to?
bottom- It looks like,
I
yeah,
think
the
I can go
bottom,
back.
the bottom line of paddle and par aligns all the way across. It depicts,
Oh, for Pete's sakes,
I
I can't
drew
see
that on there as
that.
well.
I can't see that. I was gonna say, I can take it back to, Charlie, which one's, August? My eyes are good, but they're not that good.
Very cool.
I'll use my pointing finger.
Yeah.
If you want us to,
The August, is this the August one, the highlighted one?
date modified 7/14/25.
What about that?
23/25.
Which one? That was,
23. You want 8 August this one.
oh, sweet. Double, this one?
That's ZBA, the one above it's 29.
All right. Thank you for the assist.
Use my good finger.
Your good, wait, your good finger, right?
Careful.
Oh, wait, are you sure? Did
I think it was
grab-
the July meeting, Susie.
Was it July? Sorry.
Yeah, I was
All
in
right.
July.
Wait, that's July, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. There we go. Oh, for Pete's sakes. All right, so that's what was presented at the July meeting and what is currently installed. And then this. If I had been really smart this evening, I would have done these pictures side by side for us in the presentation. Sorry about that. So what's being proposed, just really a couple feet above, right?
I mean, personally, I have no issue with this. I think it looks tasteful. I want to see this business succeed, and if there are issues, which I can't tell based on the pictures that there's any issues with viewing it, but, I mean, it actually looks more visually appealing, in my opinion, to have it up higher.
Yeah, I was pulling up on Google Earth, and the vegetation at the roadway is low. It's 30 inches, 36 inches high. There's a couple trees at the corner of the site to the right, near the roadway. But other than that, the vegetation is unimpactful, I think, in my opinion, being at a 30-inch height. Any other questions, comments, motions?
I'll move to approve the amended wall sign as presented from case 251102, an amendment to the sign that sign permit.
I guess there's one thing I forgot to ask before we move on that motion, is there was a note in Brian's letter about confirming no illumination for this. So we can make that part of the motion?
Yeah, so I will amend my motion to say we approve the amended wall sign as presented, which is PC case 251102, with the caveat, or with the condition, sorry, I'm just trying to find it, that there is no illumination for the sign, the amended sign.
Perfect. Okay, I have a motion from Jeff. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Elizabeth. Lydia, we call roll, please.
Chair Westerland,
Yes.
Secretary Copeland,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell,
Yes.
Miss Erickson,
Yes.
Miss Harper,
Yes.
Mr. Trust,
Yes.
and Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor.
Fantastic. Motion carries.
Thank you, folks.
Good luck.
On behalf of Neil, thank you very much. He appreciates it.
Thank you.
And, you guys missed a great Journey concert on Saturday. They had a tribute band for Journey. It was spectacular.
Small commercial.
Back to your regular scheduled programming.
It was there. It was at they have that big mouse wall.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was just spectacular. This guy sounded just like Steve.
I don't think I got the
We need
invite.
to have this more publicly notified,
There you
right?
go.
Yes.
There's gotta be-
That wasn't part of your amendment.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks.
Slip tickets.
All right, moving on to item 7C, regarding the 2026 Planning Commission calendar of meetings.
Yes.
Susie?
So this is a little earlier than I generally would do this, although I'm not necessarily anticipating a December meeting. I hope I didn't just jinx us. But, so here are our proposed calendar of meeting dates for next year. There's really not, our November, December meetings are typically moved up to the third week as opposed to the fourth week. Otherwise, there's generally no conflicts. It is at your discretion if you would like to even keep your November and December meetings. You can say nope if you want. And then, although it's not really on here, we did move the meetings to 7 p.m. for this year. If you are liking the 7 p.m. time, we can stick with it. We could change it to something else if you want. 5 o'clock, sounds great. But 4 o'clock, noon, whatever. No, but right now, the calendar is these dates at 7 p.m., but you can change this as you see fit.
Great, thank you. I was going to ask you about that. I know we've moved it up to 7 o'clock. I think, in my opinion, we've been traditionally, we meet 12 months, and if there isn't an agenda, then we just cancel the meeting. So I would be in favor that we keep a 12-month schedule and continue as we always have in the past.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to keeping the 7 o'clock meeting, as we moved it up from 7:30 for those who weren't here before. With that, if there's any other discussion or items, we'd look for a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion, unless Mr. Trust would like to.
You are excellent.
Oh, thank
I
you.
will defer.
I would make a motion to approve the proposed schedule for 2026 Planning Commission meeting dates, with the addition of keeping the meetings for 2026 to be scheduled at 7 p.m.
Wonderful. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Jared. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. All right, moving on to joint meeting topic discussion.
All right, so I don't know if any of you actually noticed on that calendar that you just approved, but the joint meeting is going to be January 28th. This year, we had way too many meetings, or maybe it was just me that I had way too many meetings. But we had our regular meeting, and then we had our joint meeting, and then there was 52 council meetings thrown in there for giggles too. So I tried to go intelligent about it, and so joint meeting during our regular meeting on January 28th. Typically, those have talked about what have we accomplished and what are we planning to do. And next year, we're planning to do a master plan update. And that is going to take up a whole lot of time. We do have some chapters that we're going to need to add, including housing, stormwater, and I'd like to see us add a sustainability chapter. So we will have some work to do on that front, as well as some tweaks, I think, to our identified transition areas that are in the future land use map currently. So right now, master plan is going to take center stage, and then as well as reviewing what we've kind of already ticked off the list from our implementation chart. I did have a request from a resident earlier this week or late last week about requesting that the Planning Commission explore the keeping of work trailers on their property. I mean, I expressed to that individual that yes, we could add it to the list. I mean, we've got a pretty extensive list that we've been working off. I didn't make any promises, right? I do think that there are some other more immediately pressing issues that this body should address. Zoning board has had a whole lot of requests for larger garages, and we've had some setback requests. So I think those kind of conversations should be taking priority, but so we can discuss that at the joint meeting. But I'm interested to see if there's any ideas or any burning topics of interest from this body.
You didn't think 2025 was enough?
No.
We didn't do enough.
We didn't do enough. We are always, this is just like the short list, man. Like, I have so many other things that we can all do, but.
Chickens, fences, generators.
Yeah, I think we ticked off some biggies. I did let Mr. Steck know that I have made significant progress on his list, okay? Maybe. But,
So I guess what I'd like to do, if possible,
Yep.
because the master plan, last time we updated that, we had the list of items that we wanted to check
Mm-hmm.
off. I always look at that as a good item to
Sure.
review, and maybe that can be distributed to, especially our new commissioners, so they're aware of what has been accomplished.
yep,
So our master plan 5 years ago, we had this checklist of things that we, short-term, medium-term, and long-term. And I think we've done a pretty good job in getting through a lot of that.
heck yeah, we have.
So as we go into updating our master plan, that's a good resource to look at for not only the joint commission, joint meeting with council to look through what we need to take care of, but also then we'll have it fresh in mind as we move forward to our master plan work.
Okay.
So that is helpful, always something that I go back to and look at, so I think it'd be helpful if everybody had a chance to review that, and as we think of ideas that we can discuss at the December meeting if we have it. Otherwise, it's going to have to happen via some email exchange, and we'll get it together for Susie at the Joint Commission. Now, I'll make notice right now, wait, you know what, I will be at that meeting. I think, yes. You're lucky. I was almost going to be gone.
You sound convinced.
Yes. I'm leaving Thursday. So as long as we didn't change the days of our meetings, I'm good.
Nope, we're solid. And I'll send the implementation checklist out, regardless of whether or not we have a December meeting.
Sure.
I think just off the top of my head, some of the things walking around the neighborhood, a lot of renovations, a lot of buildings, homes being added onto. I believe, and I just wanted to confirm, dumpsters and.
That was on my list too.
Okay, good. I think as well, and I know we chatted about this before, about the storage units associated with renovations of or for homes.
Yep.
I think we need to address a couple of those issues.
We have an ordinance, because we discussed this before. We had created an ordinance regarding the temporary storage containers. And now maybe we need to check to see if there needs some tweaks to it.
I think
Yes.
it might need some tweaks.
Okay.
Yes. And
Yeah.
that is, all right, so I had a short list of
I
like
apologize.
5,
Tweaks of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
of like 5 things we've crossed off, no joke. 4 out of the 5, and dumpsters and roll-offs is the last remaining thing on that list. And it needs some tweaks based on conversations I've had with the building department too.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because I know at that same time, we did fences around open construction sites and a variety of things to try and pick up on that. So if there's some tweaks that need to occur, well, I think it's worthwhile, the discussion.
Okay.
What I was going to do is go back to, the comment from the resident about exploring keeping of work trailers. Isn't that covered in our
Yes.
charter?
On the charter, it is within the ordinance.
Okay.
And I did
I just
I
need to
did
refresh
cover that
myself
with
on
that resident, right?
No, I understand,
But-
but a lot of times, when you get into things of that nature, as well as RVs and whatnot, that rolls into a homeowners association request.
Right.
But that's why I wondered if it was in the charter.
Not the charter, but it is, and this particular individual is not within an HOA.
Okay.
I can see where he may have had some confusion, right? So it's another one of those, like a complete zoning overhaul will happen following the master plan, but we'll have to pull out those few areas. But in my opinion, the clarification that this particular individual is looking for is probably best suited to when we tackle the whole thing and put it in more clear English.
Okay, sure. I don't know if any other commissioners have any other ideas off the top of their head. I know this is kind of a short notice after you got your packet late last week. So if there's any ideas or thoughts that you'd like to have Susie add to the list? Or in reflecting back on the year, anything that we want to tackle? All right, we don't need anything, we just continue to move on. This is a work item.
Yep.
So, moving on to item number 8, public comments. Seeing we have nobody from the public, we're going to skip that. Liaison comments. Seeing that our liaison is not here, we're going to skip that one. Staff comments. So
All right.
the staff is here.
Yeah, all right, so I get to talk some more. All right, so, did everyone get the automated email from that? Because I know some did, some did not. So I'll check to make sure that everybody's email is in there. We have a new Muni Code system, Civic Plus, whatever. It's a lot easier to use. There is actually some features that I'll be able to give you all access to, right? So you can take notes during the meeting, and those would be notes for you. They're not subject to OMA or anything like that. I can't see them, nobody else can see them, they're just for you. There's still some features I need to turn on, but moving forward, that'll be how packets get sent. I won't send out a separate email from us@beverlyhillsmi.gov, right? It'll come from no reply at Civic Plus or whatever it is. So stay tuned for that. The public portal is actually what I've got open on my computer right now. Super handy, right? So I know most of you use your computers during the meetings, so you won't be having to scroll through your PDFs and trying to find it, right? It's all HTML linked out. I know I owe training and resources. I did look into that recently. All of the Michigan Association classes will restart early in the new year. They kind of take a fall-winter break to focus on conference material and recovering from conference material, right? So that'll start back up, I think, in February, March. So I will, once that calendar comes out, I will pass that along and we can see what kind of training we want to do. I know there was something else that I was going to tell you, but quite frankly, I'll redirect to Shop Small. And in case you are not aware, Shop Small at all of our tiny little businesses, right? Oakland County has a competition for the entire month of November. Go to your favorite small business, preferably here in Beverly Hills, and here you go.
Hold still.
I know, I won't wave it around anymore. So go to your favorite local shop, take a selfie upload it to this wonderful little QR code right here, or at oakgov.com/shop small, and you can be entered into a contest to win up to $1,000. For the entire month of November, we have a whole lot more small businesses than you think we do. So please go visit them. They're awesome. That, I believe, is all I have for you tonight.
Okay.
Did I miss anything? No. Brian, did I miss anything? All right. That's all I have for you.
Commissioner comments? We'll start, Andrew.
No comment tonight?
Jared?
Nice to be back. Apologies for the last couple of months of absences. And of course, formally, welcome to some of the newer members. I look forward to working with you guys in 2026.
Ashley?
No comment tonight.
Charlie?
In the interest of brevity, I got nothing.
Jeff?
Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Elizabeth?
I'll add to that. Happy Thanksgiving, no additional comments.
And I'm gonna only make one. Development-ready communities.
Yes,
How are we with that?
we're working on it.
Okay.
We are working on, honestly, the biggest thing right now is the master plan update, right?
Okay.
Like, there's quite a few elements that needs to tackle before we can make some real big steps on that sort of certification, but we're working towards it.
Okay, that's wonderful. Other than that, I have nothing else to add other than happy Thanksgiving to everybody. So, any other correspondences?
No, but I will note that you are currently 12 minutes under council's
Well, I
meeting
got
time
another
yesterday.
agenda item to get through yet.
Yeah, just one more, so, but nothing else, no correspondence,
All right,
right?
thank you. So, it's time to adjourn the meeting. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
Meeting adjourned.